So, yesterday we discussed that special Japanese restaurant, right? Restaurant got no menu. Okay? And it sort of is quite expensive. Usually is what quality? What star? Eating God. Okay? Right? If the restaurant got 300 seats, is it going to be Eating God?
No.
No. Chicken rice? Chicken rice is what kind of star?
HO.
Huh?
Direct resource.
Oh, you say HO and
You can any of the stars, just try. Chicken rice.
Chicken rice?
direct wealth.
Yeah, actually. Cause same everywhere, right? Composition, got change or not? None. At the most, what people say, the chili sauce tastes nice. Okay? Chicken is chicken is chicken. Okay? Also, chicken rice, normally when you go to a coffee shop is what? Anchor tenant. Every shop got one chicken rice. Where you go coffee shop, no chicken rice, cannot make money one, right? Okay? So normally a chicken rice is a what? It's a staple. It's like a reliable, regular, can't go wrong, price won't fluctuate a lot, you know, straightforward, fast, okay? So chicken rice, very direct wealth, okay? Alright? What is a good example of a indirect wealth version of food?
You call those? Separate the
Molecular gastronomy.
No, that's EG, very EG, I thought.
Yeah, that's actually very Eating God and indirect. Depends. Molecular gastronomy, because it's scientific, so it's probably more like EG and direct wealth.
I would think that it's...
Sorry, EG and direct resource, but to me, I would say I don't know, it depends. If you go to a restaurant and they say classical French food, that is definitely direct resource. Traditional ma, right? It's also a bit direct wealth, but depends. If I'm going and I'm eating at a French restaurant that does sort of, what's the French word they use for it? Plat du jour. That means they are all about value, you know, like come here, set lunch is $20, but it's French food, classical French food, but it's like coq au vin, you know, standard French things lah, right? Or French onion soup. It's well done, but it's just normal. Then it's probably not so sophisticated. But you go to a Michelin star restaurant, it is most definitely an Eating God experience. Molecular gastronomy, I would say at the moment is indirect resource because it's still very much a novelty and it is also an experience-driven thing. It's not just about the food that you eat, it's also about what? How you feel, right? That's why they use the different things, right? Because they want to give you mouthfeel, sensation, smell, texture, you know?
Durian also indirect resource.
What?
Durian.
No, durian quite standard.
No, I got this one, this price, the price, this price, the price, then the price also, people say one. It can also be indirect.
Depending on
Not
where is the durian. If the
yes.
durian is in Europe, then obviously that would be...
A novelty.
Yes. It's same like if it's artichoke in Singapore,
Ah, my God, everyone goes truffle. Ah.
that would be... so it's about
The
availability.
food is how they...
Could be the presentation method, the style, the concept, right? Okay. So what is IW? Not molecular gastronomy. To me, molecular gastronomy is... Actually, I don't know, it depends. Because part of me also feels like molecular gastronomy is showing off.
So there's some
It's HO and it's not really Eating God. It is Eating God on some levels because there's a lot of effort that goes into it. But it's very showy. You know, nobody takes pictures. It's performance orientated. Like, there was this place I went to which is really famous for its molecular gastronomy, right? And the whole thing is they have this alcoholic drink. It's a not Pinot Colada, but it's a kind of mojito or something like that, right? They make it for you there. It's got liquid nitrogen foam. They put it in your cup. It melts. It bubbles. You know, it's very showmanship driven. And you know, it's the way they do it as well, right? They put it down in front of you and they tell you, okay, madam, now you pour this and this will happen. And no. It's very salesmanship driven to a certain degree. Whereas the eating god is like, huh? You don't know how to eat it? Get out. You know, how dare you sit here and don't know what you're going to get, right? And eating gods make you wait. Right? That's why stupid restaurant has 7 seats. You wait. You have to be proven worthy to eat in the restaurant. Whereas you find that most molecular gastronomy places, right, they're run as businesses almost. It's food as circus in a way. You know, so it feels to me more like a sort of hurting officer and a bit of indirect resource because it's different and it's experiential driven. Right? Because if you go to a lot of the molecular gastronomy restaurants, they put a lot of effort into their decor, environment, you know, everything down to the little uniforms. They're particular about the instruments that they use. It seems like eating God, but the more you dig, it's probably more indirect resource. So, back to indirect wealth. What is a version of
buffet?
Indirect wealth?
Because you got a big feast and you have a bad appetite to eat already everything.
That's true, it's a deal. Yeah? $100, eat as much as you want. Could be.
I would always think it's something with a niche in a way because it's a creative idea which is always a niche in a way.
Indirect wealth.
Yeah.
But indirect wealth is also, what is it? Is it showy?
Yeah.
So, gourmet chicken rice? It's a normal, ordinary, common thing, but I upsell it. Right? So it's like, you know, when you go to the hotel and you eat chicken rice at Alexis. That is really indirect wealth, right? Because it's like a $35 plate of chicken rice.
Just a chatterbox.
You know, whereas you go to the Ipoh Kai Fan there, you eat the chicken rice, it's like $10. Okay? So, what else can we... Okay, so what would be a food truck?
Truck.
You know what a food truck is, right?
Like a mobile.
It's very popular in America now.
Quite hunter.
But they're quite gourmet now, you know, actually.
Look like that.
Ah, okay, interesting. So, look, is it gourmet or
No.
look is direct wealth, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You got a beautiful truffle beef burger out of this kind of gourmet truck too, with long queue.
But you have to eat with your hands. So what is it?
Still kind of mainstream, I guess, at the end of the day, because you don't have the classiness of environment.
Yeah, but food truck, what is the concept behind it?
Direct resource.
Direct well. Fast.
Any of you have you watched the TV program on the food trucks in the US?
No.
Is it enough of them?
Okay. In the US, a lot of these food trucks, they don't publish where they're going to be
Correct.
until the day itself.
Yeah.
And what they use to tell you where they're going to be.
Through the
It's usually
internet.
Twitter
Internet
or
itself.
Facebook,
Correct.
okay? So that's already telling you what it is. Also, a lot of people who do food trucks, they do it because they have no money to open a
Big
restaurant.
Yeah.
No, a place. It's expensive. A truck is always going to be cheaper than a restaurant because what? Your costs are quite limited. Also, the whole concept of food truck is quite communal, right? Everybody stands around, everybody eats with their hands, nobody gets nicer crockery than somebody else, and it's all very sort of, you know, I don't care you rich, I don't care you poor, you want to eat, we're all same level, right? So it could be sort of rob wealth, because also don't forget, food trucks are fetish, right? In the US, right, this food truck is popular now, people go chase after it one. Then after a while, they lose interest and they move on to the next one. So food truck is probably like more like a rob wealth type of concept, right? Okay, and because they build their popularity using Twitter, social media, the virality element is there, so it's quite rob wealth.